And here he is, the one, the only...
Well, here I am again with a chance for each of our couples to win $2,000. And there's also a chance somebody might leave here with $10,000. We also have a secret word, and if any of our couples say it, they'll receive an extra $100. This is the word right here. I don't want to see it because otherwise I would guess it and I would get the money. George, who's first?
Well, Groucho, remember last week you ran out of time just as we were having a very interesting conversation with Prince Monolulu and Mrs. Dudley. We asked them if they'd come back again this week and perhaps win some money and talk to you some more. So here they are, Prince Ras Monolulu and Miss Madeline Dudley. Would you come in, please?
Well, glad you could both come back. Prince, you have no idea what a sensation you were. Now, let's see. You said you were a real prince from where?
Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. I'm a Falasha.
I see. And Madeline, where did you say you were from?
From Chicago, Illinois.
Oh, well, that's quite a ways from where he comes from, man. As I remember, we ran out of time last week just when I was about to ask you how you met your husband, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, how did you meet Mr. Dudley?
Well, I was a widow, and I was lonesome, and I wasn't having any luck with men, and we lived in this rooming house, and I heard this man crying, and I knocked on his door, and I said, "Mister, are you sick?" He says, "Yes, I'm sick of women." I said, "Good, I'm sick of men." And I went back to my room, and I got some tissue, and I came back, and we sat down, and we cried over together, and eventually we got married.
Well, there you are. He was sick of women, and you were sick of men, huh?
So I thought we'd make a good combination.
You make an ideal couple. Now I suppose you're sick of each other. Is that right?
No, we're happily married. We've been married 8 years.
Well, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear your marriage is happy. Have you and your husband always been happy every miserable moment of these 8 years?
Well, we've had a few tight squeezes, but nothing to cry about.
Oh. Well, did you have tight squeezes while you were crying with your husband? Hey, I better go to Africa, or I'll be a riot there. Every marriage has some tight squeezes. Marriage is like a tube of toothpaste. You always hope something better will come out. Voltaire. In other words, you and your husband are deliriously happy. Is that right?
Yes, he's a remarkable man, and I feel he deserves the Congressional Medal of Honor to stay married to me.
Well, in what way are you more difficult to get along with than any other married woman?
Well, first of all, I'm paradoxical, complex. Oh, I have a dual personality, and I'm a perfectionist.
You're not only hard to live with, you're almost impossible to understand. Well, Prince, let's get back to you. Last week, you told us you're a real prince from Ethiopia and that you're related to Haile Selassie. Now, do you still live in Addis Ababa?
No, I'm living in Long Beach. Here, California, here I come.
Long Beach?
Long Beach.
You certainly like those wild, remote places, don't you? Huh?
Right, sir.
Why did you leave Ethiopia?
Well, I never leave it. I came here when there were wooden ship and iron men. When men were brave and women were gallant. When man ruled a woman. But today the art of change. And the woman rules the man. To be or not to be. That's the question.
What were some of the jobs you held?
Well, from being a sailor
And remember, the cops
ship,
may be listening, so you be careful what you say.
You see, from the sailing ship, I went to Germany and became a Menschenfresser.
Yeah.
I was a wild man.
Yeah.
Then I went to a
You
place...
were a wild man?
You had to be.
A cannibal?
I was broke. They put a ring in my nose and stripped me half naked and put white spots on. I had to play a wild man to get a piece of bread and butter. Ah! boom, boom, young go, whoa! And the kids run for the line.
Didn't they ever give you any Hasenpfeffer or Wiener Schnitzel?
Nein, ich hab nichts gehabt, nichts zu fressen.
Sie haben kein Wiener Schnitzel?
Sauerkraut, and Wurzel.
Now, what else did you do besides
Then I
scaring the
went-
people in Germany?
Then I went to Vienna and they put me in the painting school, and I went to a place called Milan and Turin, and I was in the all-winter painting, you know, in the nude and semi-nude and all the children painting my feathers. This has been my stock in trade.
You
And
paint? You paint?
No,
feathers?
the children and the students especially.
The students?
Yes, they paint me.
You paint students?
No, they paint me. They
Oh,
paid me
you're the
for doing
model.
it.
I see. You're the model. Huh?
I was a victim of their intelligence.
I see. And then where did you flee after this?
I went to Yugoslavia, and there I start singing. I couldn't sing a whistle, so I sang John Brown's body lies a molded in the grave.
This must have killed him in Yugoslavia.
And all the children sing glory, glory, hallelujah.
In Yugoslavia?
In Yugoslavia, in Belgrade, and a place called Agram. Then up the Danube. Then I came to a place called Poland. So I lived very well there, riding horses. in the
You were a
circus.
jockey?
No, well, I had to do anything. I had to ride horses, you know, horses, break them in,
Well,
and ride around the circus.
Oh.
And I put a silk hat, and everybody take a brick and throw at me. If I got hit, it was my bad luck. So they knock off the hat. Something sensational. But the worst thing I had was when I came to a place called Sweden. I became a lion tame in my life. And when I went in the cage, they saturate me with something called acifesita. It smelled terrible.
Yeah, but it
When
kept the lion away.
When he smelled me, turn his tail, see? But one night the lion attacked me. Wah, wah. I tried to be brave, but my knee bent it. And was just saving I was jumping over the cage. So I've had a very good life.
You know, well, it's been a kind of a sedentary existence. Quiet, full of solitude. You know, after listening to you, for the first time in 10 years, my job seems almost legitimate. Are you still engaged in hoodwinking the public, Prince?
Oh, no, I have an honest profession now, sir.
What is it?
In England, you call it turf advisor.
Turf
In America, you
advisor.
call him a racetrack tout. Here you cannot work, but in dear old England, Great Britain, I can work. I have a very big business.
How old are you, Prince?
I'm 77, never drink and smoke, that's why I'm living so long. Prisoner of war twice, sentenced to death by the Germans, and I saved my life.
Well, what about, have you been married?
Oh, I married 6 wives, and as long as I got money to stop, and I ain't got no money to give me the soldier's farewell. Goodbye.
You're not married, no.
No, I'm looking now for another wife. I'm looking for a wife that don't drink and smoke, that one that like to travel a race course and go to all the great places and see the great things of life. I might find one.
Well, I hope you do.
What about me, baby?
Well, she's called for.
Oh, she's called.
In order to get her, you have to cry.
Oh, no, I laugh. I'm a different man.
Well, you shouldn't have any trouble getting a girl. You just keep that hat on, and any girl would be tickled to death to marry you.
Well, I'll try my luck, sir.
Well, we could go on talking for hours, but I'm sure you're both more interested in winning some money. So let's see if this education that you've acquired in these round-the-world tours is of any help to you tonight. Now, you selected the biblical quiz. I'm going to ask you some questions. If you miss 2 in a row, you're out. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. And before you answer, talk it over with your partner. You ready?
Yes, sir.
What was the name of the princess whose dance cost John the Baptist his head?
John the Baptist Salome.
Salome or Salome is right.
1 right, 3 more right, and you'll have $1,000.
Yes. Now, what key city of Palestine was conquered by Joshua?
Joshua, the Jericho.
Jericho, and the walls came tumbling
and the
down.
wall came tumbling
Yes,
down.
and Joshua fit the battle of Jericho.
Whoopee!
Jericho, Jericho. Oh, Joshua fit the battle of Jericho, and the walls came tumbling down.
Yay!
I can see why he's got 6 wives.
He hasn't got any right now.
And you have 2 right.
All right. What happened at Mount Ararat that made it famous?
Moses went to make the 10 Commandments, and the fire came up. Well, what do you say?
Now you ask me.
What did you say?
It flew the coop when the bell rang.
It's where Noah landed the ark. go now. What country in the Bible was known as the land of bondage?
The land of bondage.
Talk it over.
Land of bondage. Egypt.
Egypt is right. It didn't flew the coop that time, did it?
And you're back on the right track with one right.
All right, who is the man from Bethany who was raised from the dead?
Lazarus.
Lazarus is right.
Two right.
Now, talk it over before you answer.
He don't want to look in another woman's eyes.
Look at her, Prince. Look at her. On Moses' death, who succeeded him as the leader of the Israelites?
Aaron.
Talk it over.
His brother, you know,
His brother, Aaron. I followed a woman once in my life.
His brother, Aaron.
When Moses died. When
No,
Moses...
I'm sorry. It's Joshua.
Joshua, you see, you tell me Aaron. You see, you're wrong.
Well, you're back to one wrong again. Don't get the next one wrong.
Who is the reputed interpreter of the famous handwriting on the wall?
Nebuchadnezzar.
No, that was at the feast there. He said...
Well, then, right on the wall, take it, halamahaya lekalam.
Who interpreted the
Who
writing?
interpreted? You know, they sent
One, they sent for one of the leaders. Well, who do you think? Quick. Joseph, she said Joseph.
Yeah, she's wrong. It's Daniel.
Daniel, there you are. You said Joseph.
And I'm afraid that's it. Two wrong in a row, so you're out of the game. We don't want you to go away broke, so I'm going to ask you one more question for $100. Now, no coaching, please. You ready?
Yes.
If Monday was named for the moon, which day of the week was named for the sun?
According to the ancient...
No, according to this.
Sunday!
Sunday. Well, thanks for being with us. Sorry you didn't win more. You bet your life.
Thank you.
Anytime.
Young and Dr. Paul Popino are waiting to speak to you, Groucho. So, folks, you can in please and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word, and you'll divide an extra $100. It's a common word, something you have around the house. I stole that from Bobby Clark. Dr. Popino, huh? Your name is very familiar. Aren't you a bartender in Beverly Hills?
That's it. For the last 27 years, I've been General Director of the American Institute of Family Relations.
Well, I agree 100%. All relations belong in an institution.
How am I getting there?
Yes, and what is your racket specifically?
Well, we help people to straighten out their marital difficulties, or preferably educate them before they get into marriage so they keep out of trouble.
Well, Doc, we have one of the most fascinating subjects in the world here, and I think it's time we talked about it. Don't you agree?
Perfectly.
Fine. Well, young lady, what are you doing after the show?
Well, I'm meeting my husband.
You're Mona Young, huh?
Yes.
And where are you from, Mona?
I'm originally from Oslo, Norway.
From Oslo in Norway?
Have you ever been there?
No, I haven't.
Oh, it's beautiful. We
Why
like
did you
it
leave
there.
Norway, Mona?
Well, I was elected Miss Norway, so I came over here in 55, pardon me, for the Miss Universe contest.
You really were Miss Norway, huh?
Yes, sir.
That's quite an honor.
Yeah?
You know, I was miscellaneous one year at Santa Monica Beach. Are you married?
Yeah.
Are you happily married?
Yes, sir.
How did you meet your husband?
Well, that's a long story. One night, when I was working
They're all long stories.
I was working at the Moulin Rouge at the time.
You were working at the Moulin Rouge?
Yes, there were 12 girls from the contest. We were being introduced on the stage.
Well, what did you do at the Moulin Rouge?
Oh, we were just being introduced to the public.
I mean, you said you were working there. You were introduced every night?
Well, we were working. We got paid for it, so I figured it was working.
How'd you meet your husband, Mona? That's what I really
I'm coming
wanna
to
know.
it. I had...
I'm going away from it.
I had 2 dates one night, and then...
2 dates?
Yes. And my husband-to-be had also 2 dates, one with Miss Texas and one with Miss Michigan.
Oh.
So he asked me for a date, and...
And why did your husband give up dates with Miss Texas and Miss Michigan?
I often wondered.
Well, the man you married must be a real Casanova, huh?
He's real cute. He's 6'4", and he has blue eyes, and he's a Texan.
When you say a Texan, he's a Texan. What has being a Texan got to do with it? I mean, how does a Texan differ from, let's say, a fellow from Utah?
Oh, they're no different
Idaho.
from any other Americans. They're just a little more stubborn.
Let me get this whole thing straight. Your husband had dates with Miss Texas, Miss Michigan, and Miss Norway, all on the same night, huh?
Yeah,
Well, that's the way with those Texans. They do everything big.
and better.
When they... When those Texans play Monopoly, they use real girls. Now, Dr. Popenow, let's find out some facts about you. Are you married?
Yes, been married 37 years.
I see, huh? Can you remember way back 37 years ago when you first met your wife?
Vividly.
Would you say it was love at first sight?
No, there's no such thing as love at first sight. That's just a hallucination. If you're in love, think you're in love at first sight, it's because somebody makes a deep impression on you, so you're really just in love with your own sensations, or you're in love with yourself all the time.
This is how you reunite couples?
That's the beginning of it.
Well, Doc, what are some of the main causes for unhappy homes?
Well, unwillingness to try to make the thing go, but the difficulties cluster in half a dozen different points. Without regard to the order of importance, their lack of any normal social and recreational life. And, of course, they just have to build up one and have a circle of good, wholesome friends. Then there's the problem of the in-laws, which is a very serious one. The
Really?
in-laws break up more marriages in the first year after the wedding than any other one factor. That's pretty tough for us in-laws to think about. Then there's the problem, financial problem.
Well, in what way do the in-laws break up the marriages? I don't understand.
By interfering, criticizing, and trying to run things from the wrong side, according to the point of view one partner or the other.
Usually the bride's mother that's responsible
More
for
frequently nowadays, the man's mother. In the old days, it was the bride's mother, but there again, we've progressed.
Doc, I'd like to see you in action. Let's analyze Mona's marriage to this wolf. Or aren't you an animal doctor?
Well, I'm not a veterinarian, no.
Well, Mona, would you mind if he analyzed your
Not at all.
marriage?
Go ahead.
Oh, I got to have something specific to work on.
Yeah, okay. Well, how's your marriage working out, Mona?
Oh, every marriage has its highs and its lows.
I guess so.
We
Well,
got over the worst and we're
You
real
got
happy.
over the whole thing already. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry you're so happy because this gives the doctor nothing to work on, isn't there? Anything at all
Oh,
that you
yeah,
could complain
certainly.
about?
I got
huh?
plenty of troubles. Well, I did have.
Well, what are
Well-
some of the difficulties you encountered when you first got married?
Well, see, when I first got married,
The night you left the Moulin Rouge.
no, I'd been married for a little while when I came back from work. And I felt sorry for all the milkmen, you know, that come from door to door. So I couldn't say no
Well, that's
to
a
them.
good beginning, all right.
So I ended up.
What was this? You felt sorry for all the milkmen?
Oh, yeah.
And so what happened?
Well, I couldn't say no, so I ended up with milk from 7 different companies.
Well, Mona, I have one of the finest lines of milk in California now. What is your home address? In addition to having 7 milkmen trying to break your door down, do you have any other problems?
My husband, being from Texas, he loves hot biscuits and gravy. And I like to sleep late, so I don't get up, usually.
Can't you cook the biscuits on your electric blanket? What have you got to say about a girl, a bride, a child bride who is too lazy to get up and fix her husband's biscuits?
I think that the husband is entitled to his biscuits, and much
You
more
certainly
important, that's one of the few times in the day when they can be together and talk over the plans of the day. She'd better put the biscuits in the oven the night before and set the electric alarm there so it will go off at the proper time, waking the biscuits and her both. And then she and her husband can have a little time there, half an hour or an hour, to have a little opportunity to talk over the day's affairs. They don't have much time. They say it's highly important that husband and wife have some chance to communicate, that they have an opportunity to talk things over and have some companionship. Breakfast is one of the few times it's available in the ordinary family.
You know what you're letting me in
I think
for?
he's right. I think the doctor is right.
My husband is in the audience, and tomorrow I'm going to have to get up.
Why can't he stay in bed and make his own biscuits? Blanket. Doctor's right. What you said about a couple meeting in the morning for breakfast, I think is true. There's nothing that lifts a man's morale like the sight of his wife at 7 in the morning. When he's sitting at that breakfast table with a half a hangover, and she comes waltzing in there with a faded kimono, and her eyes just 2 slits, and one toe sticking out of the end of her slippers. There's nothing that will consolidate a marriage like that sight. I'd like to go on talking to you two because this sounds like it could go into a very interesting avenue, but the time has come to play You Bet Your Life. So let's see how much money you can win. You think you have learned anything from this doctor's advice here tonight?
Well, I have to see how it works out.
Let's see. Will you let me know the following day?
Well, I'll
You can
try.
tell me when I'm delivering the milk. All right, now from our list of 20 to 21 categories, you have chosen general information. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
And he was a great warrior. Now I'm going to ask you I'll ask you some questions. If you miss 2 in a row, you're through. If you get 4 in a row right, you win $1,000. Now before you answer, discuss it and answer between you.
Mm-hmm.
What do you call the paper showing the family tree of a purebred animal?
Pedigree chart would be your name for it?
Well, you named
We'll
it.
stick that.
Pedigree is right.
You have 1 right, 3 more right, and you'll have your $1,000.
What is the state flower of Kansas?
Sunflower, no question about it.
Sunflower is right.
You have 2 right now, 2 more right, and you'll have $1,000.
The drachma, D-R-A-C-H-M-A, is the monetary unit of what country?
You saw it in Greece, didn't you, Mr.
Don't
Young?
snarl at me,
No,
old
I'm not. I just didn't follow up.
If you're
that's
going to
all.
look at me, I want you to look at me with admiration and not with nausea on your face.
Well, you agree with me, it's Greece.
Drachma, that's right. You don't have to go any further.
You know something?
1 more right, and you'll have $1,000.
You know, if you win this, he's liable to bring the milk tomorrow morning. Now, what island was settled by the Bounty mutineers?
Pitcairn Island.
Pitcairn Island.
Right,
He didn't need you at all.
Got it.
You got 4 in a row,
Yeah,
so you win
give him a big
$1,000.
Wonderful.
Well, now, wait a minute. You won $1,000. You can keep it and quit, or you can come back later and try to double your money. You may even get a chance at $10,000. And so you'll go over there and sit down and think it over. And if we don't see you later, thanks for being on the show. Doc, turn around this way to the audience, And I suggest, since you're a marriage counselor, before you leave here tonight, you take that lipstick off your chin.
Before I get home.
Out of it. All right, George, let's find out what our last couple has decided.
All right, Mona Young and Dr. Papineau, come back in here, please.
Thank you.
You're just as pretty as you were 30 minutes ago, Mona.
Thank you.
Are you still in love with your husband?
Yes.
In that case, you won't win a quarter.
Well.
You've won $1,000 so far. Now you'll have a chance to win a lot more, maybe even 10,000. Or you can stop right here and keep your 1,000. If you decide to try for the big money and fail, you wind up with a total of 500. Now, what are you going to do?
We're going to try.
You're going for the big money. All right. Now, get together and pick a number from 1 to 10, and then spin the wheel. If any number besides the one you pick comes up, this question is worth $2,000. If your number comes up, this question is worth $10,000. What number do you want?
We decided on number 1.
Well, give it a fling.
Yeah.
Wish me luck.
What was your number, 3?
1.
You picked number 1, and it came up
Yes.
6. Well, you're a long way off. So this question is worth $2,000. In Gulliver's Travels, the country of little people was called Lilliput. For $2,000, what was the name of the country where the giants lived?
Well, now we have to know that in bed anyway. Brobdingnag.
What is it?
For Brobdingnag.
Brobdingnag is right, and that's a tough question. I'm glad you won it. Well, you won $2,000. What are you going to do with your part of the swag, Mona?
Believe it, I'm going home to Mama in Norway.
You going to Mama?
Yeah, for a little while.
Well, by Jove, I'm going with you. And what are you going to do with yours?
Going to put a second bathroom in the house so when our grandchildren come out, we can take proper care of them.
Oh. You mean they've never bathed yet?
When they were so small, they could go in the kitchen sink.
I see. Well, congratulations for being with us. You bet your life.
And thanks a million.
That's a tough question.